Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan, also the North Central Chaplain for Broken Chains, JC. Good morning, Random. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning, Victor. Good morning to the rest of you. Merry Christmas Eve to you as we get ourselves ready to head off to church to participate in all the activities that may be abounding today in regards to the birth of our Savior. This morning, as we get ready to get into this, it is December 24th, 2023. It is a Sunday, and that means you should be preparing yourselves to get to church. Yes, even you. And yes, even if you're catching this later in the day, there is a Christmas Eve service someplace. You need to get to church. I'm not going to back down on that. You can argue with me. If you want to argue with me, I'd be glad to have that conversation with you. Pick up the phone and give me a call. My number is listed. Yep, you can go to my website, pastorstitch.com. It's out there. I'm not hiding. But on the other side of it, it is December 24th, and as we normally do, I read through the chapter of Proverbs that corresponds with that date. So I read through chapter 24 today. And we are going to look at verse 30 through 34. I went by the field of a slacker, and by the vineyard of a man lacking sense. Thistles had come up everywhere. Weeds covered the ground, and the stone wall was ruined. I saw, and I took it to heart. I looked, and I received instruction. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the arms to rest, and your poverty will come like a robber, your need like a bandit. It is Christmas Eve. We are celebrating the birth of our Savior. There is no doubt about that. It is the greatest gift that was ever given to mankind. I can't say anything different than that. But what I can say is, how often do we walk around, see things, and want to go actively chasing after solutions without learning the lesson that was presented in what we saw? Solomon said, I went by the field of a slacker and the vineyard of a man lacking sense. Weeds and thistles covered the ground. The stone wall was ruined. He could have jumped in and said, let me help you get all this fixed up. You need help. Clearly you can't handle it. And maybe he did. We don't know. How often is that not what we're told we have to do as Christians? If you are a truly loving person, you would jump in and you would fix that for them. But I want you to notice something. Solomon said wisdom actually learns the lesson first. And learning the lesson first means that you see that you've got to take care of your own stuff before you can be a help to anyone else. Just a few verses before that, Solomon said, complete your outdoor work and prepare your field. Afterward, build your house. So what I'm telling you today, take the lessons that you learn from watching from others. Apply them into your life and get your life straight. You know, somebody had posted a meme on Facebook. It was, I think it was Linus, saying, if being saved is, let me see if I can find it real quick, because I want to read it correctly. I don't want to butcher it. Salvation is a gift from God. If you have to work for it, it's not a gift. Oh, so true. Salvation is a gift from God. If you have to work for any gift, it's not a gift. I changed the meme because it's used so often to justify every other thing. Salvation is a gift from God. If you have to work for it, it's not a gift. But if you don't want to work because of it, you didn't receive the gift. We need to work on ourselves today. We need to make ourselves better. We need to press into God's presence. We need to be present with Him. And we need to be focused on ourselves. Also in today's reading in verse 17, it says, don't rejoice when your enemy falls, and don't let your heart rejoice when he stumbles. For the Lord will see and be displeased and turn his wrath away from him. Don't be agitated by evildoers, and don't envy the wicked. How often do we get some pleasure out of seeing that? I mean, I've shared with you before. I've cried out, Lord, vengeance is yours. This is how you should get them back. Don't tell me you haven't done it. I know you have. We need to work on ourselves. We need to get better. We need to go by the field of a slacker. See what happens when things don't go well. Take note of that and do our part in our own lives. Because as soon as we get our lives moving in the right direction, then we have more to give to others. But I want you to remember this. When you put your focus on God, it doesn't take long at all to be available to the people around you. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow morning, Christmas morning, bright and early. God bless.